Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm starting a new adventure. This time I'm starting from Crick. I'm Alan. I own a 45-foot narrowboat, have an interest in industrial heritage, transport and technology, and invite you to join me as I cruise, repair and maintain my boat and visit events and places of historic interest. I set off about 3/4 of an hour ago. I'm heading down towards Crick Tunnel, which I'll be going through very shortly. All I can tell you is that at the moment it's just gone 11. Heavy rain is expected at about 1 o'clock, and I was hoping to get down to Watford Locks and through the locks before the rain comes. It is trying to rain at the moment, which is a bit annoying. Obviously I'll have some protection when I'm in the tunnel, but it is a very wet tunnel, so I won't be totally dry even in there. It's good to have you along. All I can tell you about where I'm going is I'm making my way down to Norton Junction, where I'm going to bear left. I'm not going to go there today. Once I'm through the locks, I'm going to moor up and sit out the rain. It should be heavy rain this afternoon, and I want to avoid that. I'll put the canopy up, of course. So that's the plan. When I turn left at Norton Junction, I'll then be going down the Buckby flight of 7 locks. I'm planning to do that tomorrow morning. Hopefully there will be some sunshine. They are double locks, so I'm also hoping there'll be a boat to share with, because that really does help. So that's what the plan is. I'm making my way down to Watford Locks at the moment. I've probably got another hour or so before I get there. I'm just hoping the rain holds off long enough so I don't get drenched. Today I travel about 3¼ miles to Balls Bridge. Just going under Bridge 12 at the moment. There's one more bridge after this one, Bridge 11, then I'll make my way down to the tunnel. Shame to see this in its derelict state. I say derelict, it's not actually that bad, but it's unused. Hello! Taking it easy through here. There are moored boats on both sides. I can see the tunnel mouth now. Doesn't actually look that far away, but I still got to go under Bridge 11. I'm just passing Rhapsody in Blue. I'll give them a little honk. See if they wake up and say hello. Hello, how are you?
I've got COVID.
Oh God.
We both got
Stay
COVID.
away. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, it's terrible news.
Awful.
Yeah, I hope you soon recover.
Okay?
I'm fine, thanks. Yeah. All the best. Take care. Soon recover, won't you? Oh, that was bad news. Julie and Martin have got COVID. That couldn't be the worst news, could it really? Oh, hello. How are you? Yeah. At the moment I can see right through the tunnel and there's no boats in it, either going my way or coming towards me. There was a boat following me earlier. I don't know if it still is or whether it's moored up. I can't see a boat coming anyway. I can still see right through, which is lovely. Just going to get my lamp, switch that on now. Keeps me company at the back of the boat. Let's get it somewhere where it doesn't fall off. And switch on my headlamp as well. Once I'm in the tunnel, I will of course switch off my camera and I'll catch up with you later. I'm not going to try any filming in the tunnel today. I want to get straight through as quickly as I can because I'm keen to avoid the rain that could well be coming very shortly. Well, in another hour or so. So the front of the boat is entering the tunnel now. And I'm going to follow it in. How lovely is that? It is already very drippy, I have to say. So I'm going to say bye for now and I'll catch up with you shortly. Just coming to the end of the tunnel now. I passed two boats. The first I was about 700 meters in, and the second I was about 350 meters from this end. It was very, very wet in there, particularly the first half. There is a bridge immediately beyond the end of the tunnel, so I'm going to sound my horn if I can find it. And here I am. Now it's not raining, which is good. Let's take a look at the tunnel, shall we? Need to turn this off as usual. And of course my tunnel light. So it's bridge 10 I'm about to go under now. It's on the skew actually. So there you have it. I think I was about 21-22 minutes, I think. That's quite good. I'm pleased with that. If the tunnel is clear, I try not to hang about. I just like to crack on and get to where I'm going. This is how wet it got. It is trying to rain, unfortunately. I don't think I could have avoided it today. Just going under the railway bridge. I wonder if my canopy would fit under here. I'm sure it would, but I think it would be tighter than usual when I touch the bridge. Not quite, I'm about 3 inches off the underside of the bridge. Just gonna see what the app says now about the weather. It's pretty much the same. It shows it raining heavily, 90% chance from 1 o'clock. So I'm going to crack on. Once I get to Watford Locks, I could put my canopy up, so that's probably what I'll do. I actually forgot to mention that I had a bird accompanying me through the tunnel. The part was probably played by several birds. They were very small. I imagine they were swallows, but I'm not the best person to say really, but that's what I thought. And they flew overhead, as it were. Quite interesting, or alongside. Boat coming down towards me. Hello, I like the boat name. Straight away, it's good that.
I like yours, lazy days.
Just passing some more boats. So I'm probably less than a mile now from the locks. The fact that that boat has just passed me could mean they're bringing boats up at the moment, or that they've now started putting boats down. Still a few spits of rain in the air, which is annoying. Very, very cloudy today. It is now trying to rain a bit harder. I think I might pull over and put the canopy up. I think it's going to get bad very shortly. I'm coming past a boat I've passed many, many times before. Not raining quite so hard now, and I only just come round the corner. There's a boat coming down towards me. Bridge 9 is ahead of me, and there's a boat coming through the bridge hole. More evidence that boats are coming up at the moment, not going down. I could have moored on my left here actually, it would have been a good place to stop. So, again, the verges haven't been cut along here, it's rather annoying. Put my gloves on, ready to moor up. There's often nettles along the edge and that, and I don't like being stung. I think I am going to stop, so I'm going to stop filming for a moment and I'll catch up with you shortly. Well, guess what? It is still raining, but it's not as bad as it was. The trouble is, when my deck gets wet, it can get very slippy, so I do have to take a lot of care. It's still raining, and I have looked at the forecast, and it's actually got a bit better. The 90% rain is now due at 3 o'clock, and it's about 20 past 12 at the moment. So I think it makes sense to move up to the locks. If they're taking boats up, then I'll have a wait, I can have lunch. I did think about having lunch here, but I think I'm going to crack on for now, go to the locks and see what the position is. I'm underway again. It does make sense to go up to the locks. Another boat has just passed me. That sort of indicates they've been bringing boats up, so very shortly, if not already, they will be taking boats down. And I might be able to join the queue. It's good that the heavy rain has been pushed back a bit, because my intention, as I said earlier, is to come down through the locks and then moor up. I've got somewhere in mind, and that will be it for today. I now have a boat following up behind me. I didn't see it when I set off, because it would have been round the corner through the bridge hole of number 9. It has stopped raining now by the look of it. I'm just passing an area on my left where very often there are a lot of moored boats, but not today. There's a lot of moored boats through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I can count. The locks are in sight now. There are no boats waiting. I think it's changeover time for the Lockies. I can see some car manoeuvres going on in the little car park. So we'll have a fresh team of volunteers. There's always 2 volunteers on duty. I am sometimes one of them. I'm just about to go under the M1 motorway. And then very shortly I'll be mooring up, and it is still raining by the way. Ooh, it's dark in here. I'm just slowing down to moor up. Difficult to hear the boat now, there's so much noise from the motorway. I'm going to jump off now. I'm going to go and find the lock keepers and book in to go down the flight. I've got my windlass with me in case I need to do anything. I don't think they're in the office, so I imagine they're assisting boats going down the flight. Well, I've just booked in. At the moment there are 3 boats coming up the flight, so we have to wait for those. Have to wait for those to come through, and then when the 3rd one pops out, I'll be able to pop in. That's how it works. So this is lock 6 here. When you have the pound, then above it is top lock. There are 7 locks here in all. 4 are a staircase flight. They join each other and interconnect, as it were. I always say I'm not going to do a lot of filming when I come here because I've filmed it so many times before, and given the weather I don't think I will actually. It is raining, not heavily, but it is a nuisance when you're filming. Wow, that's a bit of a climb up there. Haven't done that climb for a long while. So the boat is coming up now. As you see now, there's a 3rd boat as well behind. There's 3 of us to go down. Hello.
Hiya.
Here I am back at my boat. Right. I'm going to have a sandwich and a cup of tea if I can get that in. I've got time, that is. Catch up with you later. The first of the 3 boats has come out of top lock and past me. There are 2 more to come. I have managed to make a cup of tea and some lunch. I will tell you now that I have no cheese top rolls with me on this trip. What I've got is bread. Bread will last longer than the rolls, so that's what I've chosen to buy. The good news is that I have my favourite Cambozola cheese inside my sandwich, and I'm just about to tuck into one. The second boat is in top lock and about to exit. Lovely cup of tea. I've just been told that once the 3rd boat is through, they're going to run some water through the lock to fill the pound because it's getting low. It's funny, all I see is trees in my glasses. I just see reflections all the time. It's actually beginning to rain quite hard now, so I think all I've done was the right thing to put the canopy up when I did and get ready for it. This is the 3rd boat coming out now, so very shortly I will be underway myself. I'm just making my way into top lock. I'm in with a gentle nudge. It's a long while since I've done this. Just making my way out of the lock and across the pound. It is raining quite hard now, so I'm really glad I put the canopy up. It is hammering it down at the moment. So what's the time? 10 to 2. It's just as they forecast originally that it would be really heavy rain at this time. Water is pouring in from the gates behind. You can see it through the screen here. That is a tremendous amount of water, absolutely tremendous. I'll gather them out of this lock. I'm in lock 4 at the moment, so halfway down the flight. And again, we can see leaking gates behind me. It's dreadful, really. If you're a boat coming up, you have to make sure there's a lock in between, an empty lock in between boats to stop the boat that's coming up getting flooded at the front, particularly if it's a 70-footer. They can get very wet indeed. I've seen it happen. I'm just going into lock 3 now. This is the last of the staircase flight that I'm entering. The next 2 locks are separate locks with a pound between them. So the bottom lock of the flight has conventional gate paddles. See the other side coming into view now. I'm just exiting this lock. Those gates, the way they leak, is terrible. And I'm going to cross the pound into lock 2. Lock 2 is not ready for me. That is a surprise. Going in now. These Lockies are working in horrendous conditions. It's raining really heavily now. I do feel very sorry for them and very thankful for all their assistance. It means a great deal to any sole boater or any boaters that they assist. Boaters should always be grateful for any assistance they can have, and as a sole boater, this is wonderful for me. But the poor chap there is really getting soaked. His name's Alan, actually, like myself, but he's getting drenched. Just exiting lock 2 now. Crossing the pound. The next lock is ready for me. Can you stick those in your pocket? Cheers, thanks for your help. Terrible conditions, absolutely terrible. I'm now in bottom lock and I'll soon be out. This is the last lock. The gates are opening now. I can't thank them enough, I really can't. I think they do a wonderful job. The last gate is opening, or the second gate. I'm making my way out. Thank you so much. Wonderful, wonderful. Terrible conditions for you. You have to give praise where praise is due, and these conditions are absolutely atrocious. I know I keep saying it, but the volunteers here work 364 days a year. The only day they have off is Christmas Day, and it's fantastic. We need to be so thankful that people are willing to give their time to help other boaters. Some volunteers are boaters, others aren't. But everyone mucks in and helps as best they can. It's absolutely wonderful. I know I'm undercover, but it's just not really possible to film in these conditions. So I'm going to catch up with you later once I've moored up. I won't be doing any filming during the mooring process. See you soon. I've just moored up. The weather did improve. The sun came out for a short while. It was short-lived though. It's trying to rain again. It's very, very windy. The forecast was right for once. They had promised rain this afternoon for the last week or so. I think I'll turn around now and go back the other way. Tomorrow I'll be going through Buckby locks. There's 7 locks in all. They are double locks. It should be sunny in the morning, which is good. If I'm working by myself, which I might be, it's always good to have dry weather. It's very important. Hopefully I'll be able to share the locks with another boat. But if not, it'd be quite a bit of graft for me by myself. So now I'm going to go into the boat, make myself another cup of tea and settle down, and you can imagine what I'll be doing. I did say when I was cruising and it was raining heavily that the next time I talk to you I'd be inside the cabin, but it didn't quite work out like that. I am having a cup of tea, as you see, and I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to thank you all for watching, as usual. Some more rain is expected. I think it's going to get quite dark and it's going to be quite ferocious. So I'm going to sign off now. Wish you all the best. Look after yourselves, your friends and families. Take the utmost care in whatever you're doing. Until I cruise again tomorrow, bye for now.